Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of sigmafooty, the home of the unfiltered, biased, but passionate football stream. So we just ended the 2 rounds of our this Euro 2020. I feel like this Euro 2020 has given a lot of surprises. Some teams that we expected to really dominate and be invincible are not really invincible. There are some teams that can be considered as surprise packages, like Belgium, even the Netherlands, right? But some teams are still the same, like England. So we will start first with the England-Scotland game. I think it was a match that many fans, I think general fans, were looking forward to, knowing the passion and history in this fixture. But what we came to see resulted in something that was a bit of surprise. I think Scotland were quite comfortable, right? It wasn't like they were playing like defending for their lives or anything like that. They were better on the ball. I think they won the midfield battle. So come to you, AC. Where do you feel like England got this wrong? Like, why couldn't they really dominate this game?
I think the biggest mistake that's been going on is that England is in Euros.
Bro, but they said they're going to be favorites, one of the favorites.
It's coming home, man.
It's coming home. Yeah, what's coming
Okay.
home is the entire team squad. That's it. See, the game ended in a draw, and I think the winner of the match was England to go back with 1 point, not Scotland. Because I think Scotland was a better team. They played better. They stuck to the strategy. They played well. England, see, we have gone through 2 rounds of every group matches.
Yep.
And honestly, I think England has been the worst for me because of the players they have and how none of them have performed so far. Zero, none. Like Sterling got a goal. I would still say that it was a lucky goal because I didn't see any performance from him yet. We all know what a disaster he was against Scotland. To me, where England has been getting it wrong is everywhere. I can't point one out. It's literally everywhere, including the coach's decisions, not using Sancho in 2 games. You put all England players in a list and just compare their stats in what they perform over the entire season. Sancho is literally one of their best players out there. And he has not even used Sancho in the 2 games. Against Scotland, you know you're trying to chase the goal, and he brings on Grealish instead of Sancho. Who in their right mind would do that? Like, why would you do that? And you maintain players like Sterling on the pitch when Sterling is literally not doing anything. So for me, England has got everything wrong so far. And if you ask me, they deserve to go out from the group stages itself, if it's possible.
Yeah, and also the worrying thing, right? If you see the England team, the only recognized, I would say, world-class goal scorer is Kane. I mean, Kane is a proven goal scorer, but in this tournament, he's only had 1 shot, not even 1 shot on target, just 1 shot in these 2 games. Is this an issue? You feel an issue with Kane himself, or Southgate unable to create a system to provide Kane for the service? Because they, like you see, Grealish, right? I feel personally Grealish should be in the first 11. And you should bring on players like Sancho and maybe Rashford, but he's bringing Rashford for Kane against a team that is sitting back deep. You know, Rashford is totally, I mean, it's like no point bringing him against a team that sits back deep, right?
Yeah.
So like,
Most
how
of
do
the
you feel
counter.
how do you feel like Southgate should change the 3 behind Kane, the best 3 behind Kane?
See, I think this really isn't Kane's fault, right? Because I think Kane has proven himself that he can play with any sort of team and he'll still produce goals for you. That's one of Kane's good attributes, right? But I just think that Southgate has just not given him enough to be able to perform. He's not getting. See, Kane is literally not getting anything for him to score at all. England are not creating enough chances. You know, you should be able to create chances first for a striker to be able to score.
Yeah.
But England are not even creating proper chances. Sterling, you know, he has pace, but that's all he has by the looks of it now. All he does is run at the wing backs, but he's not doing anything. He's not putting in a good cross. I haven't seen England be able to put in a good cross for Kane to even be able to hit the ball in. No, nothing. They're not creating enough chances. See, that is why I'm saying that, you need to bring in players who can support him. Sancho has got so many assists in Bundesliga. Bring players like Sancho in. He has got pace, but at the same time, he can create chances as well. He's going to give in good crosses. He's going to give trouble for defenders. That's when players like Kane will be able to score. There's no point in taking Kane off and bringing in another player. What's the point? Right? Like you said, in the entire England squad, Kane is the proven goal scorer. you have to leave Kane out there. I agree with you. You need to have Grealish in the starting 11 as well. But that means that, see, that goes back to where I said that Southgate got his entire thing wrong, that I think his starting 11 is not the way to go. Like, he has to make a lot of changes. He has to make sure players like Sancho can start. He has to be the one who's the one, creating chances. Foden is good. He's really good. But does he really deserve to be in the starting 11 ahead of all the other players who can create chances? I don't know. I may not be the best person to say how England should start, but all I know is there are players in their starting 11 that I don't think they deserve to be in the starting 11 ahead of players like Sancho, who can create way more chances for England.
This is the thing with Foden, right? Okay, if you see his role in City, right? I feel he's just Phil Foden there, because he's not the person that City rely on for them to create chances. He's just one of their good players. But in England, I feel they have put the burden so much on him, on Foden, to be like the main guy. But he's not ready yet for this tournament, I feel.
Yeah.
I feel now
this goes
the
back
players,
to this just goes back to the entire England hype, right? That when an English player performs just what he's supposed to do, right? He doesn't have to be like a superior player. He just does what he's supposed to do, and he becomes the Ballon d'Or winner for that year.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what has happened to Foden as well. He did a decent job in City, and just because of that, they think that he's like good enough to carry England as their main midfield player. But that's completely wrong, because like you said, in City, look at the players that are surrounding him. He's not their main player. He's got people like De Bruyne, Gundogan, all supporting him. He can't do the same with England with players like, I don't know who's been playing midfield for them. I can't even remember their names now, because that's how
Yorkshire
bad they
Pillow.
were.
Yorkshire Pillow. Calvin.
Look, that was another disaster. Yeah, he had a good performance, yes, in the first game. But look at the England hype.
yeah,
They literally
Yorkshire-
compared him to Pirlo. Oh my
Exactly.
god. That shows how they're out of their minds.
After looking Italy's game, right, the way Locatelli play, I don't think he's even the Yorkshire Locatelli at first.
Exactly.
Correct. Compared to Pirlo. Oh my god.
I think the point on England, AC made it very clear. They put a tactics to counter their own play. That is what I saw. They made Sterling as a main man, where he was wasting so much ball at the wing. Actually, to be honest, like you can see back to back. Okay, not being Chelsea fan bias here, but Mount gave him so many nice balls from the midfield to him. What did he do with all the ball? And like what AC said, with him being totally non-functional, what could Kane do? That explains why that one shot toward despite the two games. And yet we are not bringing in Sancho. And what I'm seeing, to be honest, my personal opinion, it feels so biased that they're choosing English Premier League players compared to other league players. Sancho has been performing so much by this Bundesliga. So I'm not sure what is exactly going on, but to me, it looks very obvious. Some kind of favoritism is going on there. And if this continues, right, look at that. That's the thing. Like what AC said, the quality is there. How come a game with so much quality players, Billy Gilmore became the man of the match?
They
Billy
allowed
Gilmore-
that to happen.
Billy
Oh my
Gilmore is
God.
the third choice for Chelsea's midfield. He is the guy who played when Kante and Kovacic, were injured in the FA Cup final and Chelsea lost. And he is the
This
man
is
of
his
the match.
first Scotland start, no? His
Exactly.
first Scotland start.
So it's very clear. The manager put up a tactics to make his own team suffer.
England are not playing to their strengths. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
See, but this is the thing, right? This is the thing. I feel, okay, I've seen teams in this Euro. Okay, there are some teams that, like, I'll say eye-catching, but some teams like quite pragmatic. Okay, for example, like Sweden, right? It's tough to watch their game. But one thing I feel, they know what to do before the game. Like they know, they have a plan and they're executing it. Okay, it may not be like nice to see, but they got the 4 points. But with England, right? I feel like I can't see anything. Like, what is their plan? What's their tactic? I can't see any pattern of play. Like when we see how Italy play, the progression of the ball, from the ball, the transition, even in this group of that, right? Even like, okay, we saw yesterday Portugal got trashed, and the other day Germany lost. But we can see that they have something like a plan, a game plan. I really can't see this with England. Really, it's like nothing.
They're just lost.
Oh my God, like, and
Hopefully
I don't know,
they
like,
come back.
what is the reason they are being considered as one of the favorites? I don't think they really have any proper football heritage at this level also. their only major win was like when in 1960 something, right? So like why what's the like the hype with them?
They have
I mean,
not even played a final in as far as I can remember.
yeah, exactly. But talking about one of the surprise packages, we go to Darwin, our
Yes.
team, bro, the Netherlands.
Yes. Oh,
Wow,
Holland.
yeah, really no expect this, man. 2 games, scoring 5 goals. I mean, but I feel we are very, I'll say too gung ho. Like we are too open in the way we play. We are not really bothered about the defending side. Maybe it's because we really can't defend also. But I feel attacking. I feel like what do you say, bro? Like I feel Dumfries and our right back and our right wing back is like been so good.
This one. Like I said, like in the 2 games, I said Dumfries, man of the match, scoring 2 goals in 2 games. So that's a key part there. Like I said, that their gameplay, like I said, they are attacking well. That means they are quite exciting. Especially you see a
Yeah.
3 a.m. game and you watching them exciting. At the same time, you're worried, especially a defense. But the game against Austria, at least Delight came back.
Yeah, made a
So
difference.
a bit stable on that one. But like I said, that if they had Van Dijk, then it would be a different scenario. But they had back Delight. Just that against not Macedonia, it depends. Like they need to rest the players. In terms of attacking, they should have finished off Austria in the first half with the chances they had. So that was a key point here. But first half they scored with the penalty. Second half they finish off the game. So that's the important aspect. And De Jong, think that De Jong control the midfield tempo. So that's a key part here. So
Yeah, he's like a different player, like from what he plays in Barcelona. Like I feel his role here suits his game.
It's more, it's like more focal, like you have Wijnaldum with him. Just that now the key point is that like the group stage is done. So how about the next stage? Whether when they fight with the much tactical team, who much pacey winger, who can get trouble their defense. So how they will perform, that's a key one. But like I said, overall, like I said, Netherlands, they came into this competition quite satisfied with how they're playing for now.
Yeah. I think Frank de Boer has proven many people wrong in this game, including me, myself.